All right. Now I'm gonna be as respectful as I can.
No, say what you guys say.
I am. Don't. You're not the one me. Slow down real quick. And this guy's a friend of mine. Rest in peace to him. Let me get straight into it. So, you did a freestyle record with Vic Damone, yes?
100%.
And you mentioned something about stack bundles in the record. Do you remember that line? Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, 100%.
My bundles are stacked. Do you remember that whole thing?
100%.
My main thing is that the first question to you is that Stack and you had never had anything prior. Well, not to my knowledge. You could tell me if y'all did. What made you go at him in that record, or was it meant to be like that? That's the question.
That was it was a conversation. Like, that's the thing. The crazy part about it is, at that time, like right before that time, we're doing a mixtape together. Me, Stack, Bino, and Sleep. We're doing a mixtape together.
Mm-hmm.
He'll tell you. You know what I mean? You can ask Bino, he'll tell you. We was doing a mixtape together. That was a conversation of saying, yo, Vic, like, look, just make sure all your ducks is in order. Like, it's so crazy that the line wasn't even meant that way. It was just like, no, make sure all your bundles are stacked. Like, this is facts. Like, this wasn't even like, maybe if I would have said no pun intended. But I wasn't even like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like that was just a conversation. That's why, if you notice, it was just that one line, and then everything else was just rhyming. It wasn't about it. That's the crazy part. That's why Vic be like, damn, that's it. Like, that shit went crazy, and you ain't even mean it like that. That was just a conversation.
Did you ever try to clear it up, or it became a verbal thing?
Yeah, it was what it was. I don't apologize for anything I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's done, it's done. Whatever, like, that's me. I don't regret anything I do. So once I said it, it was said.
But you just sat here and said you didn't. It wasn't meant to come off that way.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna apologize for something that it wasn't, where it was no wrongdoing.
Do you remember the line you said?
Yeah.
Before that?
What I say?
I'm asking you.
No, I don't.
You remember?
I don't. So what I say?
You remember? You tell me.
No, I don't. I don't remember it.
You remember? Yeah.
No, I don't.
We're not doing this record.
No, I'm telling you, I don't remember the line.
Do you remember the line you said? Because I didn't take the picture of the thing that I wrote down. Do you remember the line that you said before that? Something. All I remember is that.
I just remember that's it.
Stack. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I told Vic, before you go to war, make sure your money right.
But then at the time, was Vic and Stack going back and forth at the time?
Yeah, they was going back and forth heavy.
But hold up.
See?
Yo, come on, Ali. You're a smart man.
They was going to war heavy.
You're a smart man. Stop acting like,
No, they was going to war heavy. I told him, I said, listen, don't go to war unless you got your money right. He said, look, Veg, all my bundles is stacked. What you want me, like, that's a conversation going from there to the booth.
But you can see why it could cause.
No, 100%.
Because of the Vic and the Stack.
But that's what 100%.
You were doing a mixtape with Stack. That's what's confusing.
But this, what I'm saying is, like, I'm not gonna bite my tongue. It's a conversation.
Okay.
It was a conversation. It's just like I told you when we said, I'm like, yo, be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you said that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a conversation. So that conversation went into the booth. Like, it wasn't nothing it was nothing like premeditated the way I'm like, nah, this is from me. No, it was just a conversation. And the conversation went in the booth, and that was it.
Okay. And you and Stack never had a conversation after that?
No, we seen each other, and I'm like, listen, I told him, like, we know each other. We already had that. We had the rapport already. To where it's like, it wasn't like, oh, I don't know you, you don't know me. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, him and Vic, they fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, me and him ain't ever fight or nothing. Because it's like, we know the same. Like, it wasn't, like I just was FaceTime with his pops, like, a few months ago. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people, like Chuck would tell you, like, people just blew it out of proportion. It was bigger than what, people was making it bigger than what it was between me and him.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that.
I always tell him, like me, I'm the advice guy. So it's like, me, I'm telling him, like, yo, look, this shit don't last long. Don't let them use you. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we already having conversations, like, so it was nothing. You know what I mean? Like, but everybody else took it to where, but it's like that. It's never the slight, like, it's never the two slices of breads. It's just all the meat and bullshit in between. By the time the slice of breads meet each other, they already being eaten up already by the bullshit in between. So it's never that. So when we got to each other, it was like, listen, it's nothing. So I'm trying to tell you.
Did you respect him as a lyricist? Did you respect Stack?
100%. Like, this time was this. He would rule this time. He would rule this time. Like literally. But that's why I told him. I said, don't let them use you up. Don't let them use you up. Cause you would rule this time. Me, I'm very honest when it comes to that. Like, I would tell a person, like, yo, look, you got it. If you don't have it, I'd be like, you ain't got it. I'd be like, yo, you got it. You will rule this time. But don't let them use you to where they gain something and you ain't gaining nothing.
Respect. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
who else in that time frame you feel had it at the time when you were at your peak and you touring? Like, who else in the industry, your peers, you feel had it at that time?
Well, when it was me, it was just me. It was nobody could see me. There was nobody that could see me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna be head and shoulders above anybody, whatever, because they can't do what I can do, but I can do what they can do. That's the whole difference.
Now, this is a self-observation. This is for self.
Yeah, this is just period.
Wait, hold on. Is this flattery or self-boasting?
No, this is just truth.
Truth based off of what?
Off of, you put me in a room with anybody, and I will lion them out. That's why when you hear me on the record with AZ, you hear me on the record with Nature, you hear them kick some of their best verses. Because the older lions understand that this is who I am. I'm already, that's what I'm saying, I'm head and shoulders above. Like
Head and shoulders is shampoo.
I'm 12. I'm sending the 48 laws of power to everybody in jail before anybody has it.
Oh wow. You got one more. You got one more.
This is actual fact. Like, this is before the shit became a paperback book. This when it was a hardcover. I'm sending this shit to everybody in jail, and they like, damn, you reading this? Like, Tragedy Gaddafi will tell you. He'd be like, yo, Vague was 11, 12 reading the ISIS papers. So he was always head and shoulders above whoever. Like, so just my mind, they can't think as quick as me. That's why I'm always writing for everybody. Like, the only one that had like a ill mind, like one of the minds I always respect, is Left Eye. She always had that ill mind. Like, she was the first one that was on almond milk and all that shit. Like, she was the first one. She the one who always said, yo, stay away from dairy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had an ill mind. So what I'm saying is like, yeah, they could be ill with rhyming, with rapping, but my mind is already light years ahead of theirs. So like DJ Absolute will tell you, when Hove dropped the Takeover, right? He was like, oh man, they crushed Esco. I'm like, nah, he an 8-count person. He not gonna jump right back up. He an 8-count. He'll take the 8-count and then he'll come back because he a thinker. So that's when I knew, and then that's when he came with Ether. Like, you have 8-count people and you don't have 8-count people. I'm an 8-count person. So when I'm in a room full of people that just jab, get back up, they gonna lose to me all the time because I'm gonna let them go ahead. Spend your energy, and then I'm gonna that's it, chew you up. So it's not self-flattery. No, it's just the truth. For years, I'm always modest. That's what it is. I'm always modest and humble and be like, nah, you know. But now it's time I say it. They can't mess with me. No, when it was my time, nobody could deal with me. Period.
Excuse me.
Just like you funny. You funny. You do the elbow, Randy Savage shit. You do all that shit. Nobody can't. What I'm saying is, you got other funny people, but they don't do what you do. They don't have your energy.
Don't try to use me as an example.
You are an example.
No, thank you. No, thank
That
you.
is. You have that energy. And that's what's so...
But this is, but if that was the case, then, you know, around certain times you would have the streets on fire. And
No. Yeah, we had... It had the streets on fire.
I remember.
But then what happens is when you great, comes fear from other greats. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like, it comes fear. Like, you gotta understand, like, I'm not being mentioned with none of the young people. I'm not being mentioned with that. They mentioning me with Nas, Jay-Z, and other, like, the AZs. Like, I'm not being mentioned with no young. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, and then so you gotta understand, I'm a threat to them because I'm younger and I'm younger, I'm quicker, and if my face get to the tube, everything they work for as a business goes to me now.
Right.
Because now all that youthfulness comes with me. That's what you gotta understand. Like they don't care about the other people that y'all mentioning because they like that's not no real threat. We put them under the wing and that's it. But me, it was nothing they can do. Because it's nothing you can't buy me. You can't be like, yo, look, babe, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man.
So you feel like you were blackballed.
I mean, no, that's a fact. It's not feel like.
Oh Lord.
But it is what it is.
Let me fix myself.
By who?
You close for me to getting at you, bro.
So do what you gotta do, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You be who you be, I'ma be who I be.
You be cool how you be cool, man.
Nah, when'd you get out?
Nah, he's close. He got one more. So who blackballed you?
I mean,
you know.
According to Flip, nobody, because he just leaned back in the chair and all like, oh my God. He did the oh my God Randy Savage shit. So, oh, God, man.
Who do you feel blackballed you though?
Nobody. Nobody, because I don't make excuses. I stop myself.
No, but why did you say in an interview prior that you felt Nas blackballed you?
I mean,
where did you get that from?
I mean, that was from Dre and them. Like, I was doing a joint with Dr. Dre, and Dre Dre's like, yo, look, like, this is what we doing. Like, we're gonna go. He's like, yo, you know what? Like, this kid is ill, cause I'm like, we in LA. I'm in the studio, and I'm killing everything. So he got like the basses. He got the bass players and all that there because they about to do the VMAs. Him and Eminem, they about to do everybody Dre. So he got the boop, 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 like he got them going crazy. So they doing all types of shit, and I'm rhyming to it. And Chuck is like who, you know what I mean? Always with Dre. Like, he was like, I told you, shorty, it's crazy. So then he was like, all right, bet, cool. All right, so what's going to happen is I got the show. So I'm going to fly back home, do the show, then we're going to come back, and we're going to rock out. So then what happened was that got canceled. You know what I'm saying? So now years pass, you know what I'm saying? And then I see people that was around the situation, and they're like, yo, son, I'm just going to tell you, like, I've been waiting to see you, but look, I'm going to just tell you, like, son felt like you was taking a spot, like you was trying to come for a spot, but it never was like that with me. Like, it never was like that with me. Like, it was probably more of the way it was shaping up, because everybody is on my album except for them. You know what I mean? Like, from Capone to everybody, the whole Queens is on my, you know what I mean, on my album. And then when we got the record for me, you know what I mean, for me and him to do, it's not getting done. So I was just like, all right. And then once that word came back, that like, that's why that Dre thing got canceled. It was like, that was it. After that, it was like, all right, whatever.
So hold up. So hearsay, because you didn't hear from his mouth, you didn't hear from Dre's mouth. You said you heard it from people that were around. So nothing could have just happened where Dre might have changed his mind or something came up. You feel that? And why would Nas be
because if G Money say, yo, son, this is why Flip ain't want you on the show.
Got it.
That's
somebody that close.
Yeah. So if G Money say, yo, this is why Flip ain't want you on the show.
Got you.
Then you like, cool.
But what would be Nas' reason though?
Because my thing is, it could have been something like it's as you grow older, you see like the music business is shady, so somebody else could have promised him something. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like.
But he was already established. I mean, because he was already established. He's already
Yeah, but
Nas.
it's always still like somebody could have promised him something. Like say somebody like say if I'm like, all right, cool, I'll come do the show, right? I'll come do the show.
Mm-hmm. You hear?
B could I'm saying like B could be like, you're not. B could be like, yo, you're gonna be executive producer or something, or you're gonna get a point on the show if you come do the show. And then when I come, like say I come to find out, I'll be like, so what happened to the point? Or I ain't getting the point, or I ain't getting for the show. Like, all right, but you might not know that that's what was promised to me. You understand? Mm-hmm. But my thing is like, why not say that to me? Like, yo, look, you know I'm the youngin'. I'm around you all the time. Why not say, yo, look, son, they not playing fair. Mm-hmm. But you know what I mean? But I controlled everything. So like when like that's why when A don't say on the record like, yo, a lot of crab shit. Watch it. Like he's speaking facts to me. Like he's doing what an older guy's supposed to do to a young guy, saying, yo, look, son, like watch this motherfucker and watch that. You know what I mean? Part of my language, but so that's what I'm saying. Like that should have been done, but we make no excuses. What's done is done.
Did you ever speak to Nas? You knew him? Saw him?
Yeah, we always was like he was on flex. Like, yo, Ali Vegas is the next assassin. Like this is my baby brother. Like we like we was there.
And
so that's why I said if something was done, like why not just say, yo, look, young God, they not playing right. It's nothing towards you, but this is the way I have to move because this is the way they playing.
So him not saying that kind of indicates.
Yeah, because it's like because my thing is like just say it. Like it ain't like I'm unapproachable. Like you know what I'm saying? Just say it. It's not.
After that, did you see him though? After you found out what happened?
Nah, because I'm the type of person that's like, nah, I don't. Even if we see it, matter of fact, we seen him in a club in L.A. one time, but I'm like, this is what it is. I don't.
Right.
That's not me. I'm not chasing you. I'm not gonna be, yo, I need you to. That's not who I am.
So you're supposed to do a record together, and it took a long time for him to do it, and he didn't do it at all.
Yeah, it didn't get done. But I mean, whatever. It didn't really make like. It would have just been a dope record.
Man, stop with this I don't care attitude, like this nonchalant. Stop it now.
Because I really like that before. Because I really don't.
You wasn't like that before.
I was always like that.
No, you wasn't.
I always had nonchalant attitude. I never like.
Probably didn't beef about it, but it had to bother you somewhat.
Nah,
that's
what I'm saying is whatever's done. Like what I'm trying to tell you is, if it's something that I have no control over, I don't worry about it.
Respect.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like I ain't hit you, but like, yo, why the hell we got all the way to one something and I ain't on the show? Cause that's nothing I have control over. This is your shit.
I see.
You know what I mean? When you invite me up, I'll be delighted to show up and be here. That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do like, but if you don't, I'm not going like I'm not going to be like, nah, I ain't watching that shit. They ain't put me on it. Nah, I watched all the episodes. I watch y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just who I am.
Well, what I'm saying is that you have a rapport with somebody, you hear a situation, and I'm going to move on from this subject, but I try to look at things from different angles and different perspectives, and the people in our community, we tend to jump out the window. Mm-hmm. Somebody close to you told you about the situation, but you don't know what was Nas' reason. I can't, in my mind, if he goes on Hot 97 or wherever and say Ali Vegas is the next, my little brother, and you didn't do nothing to him personally.
I ain't do
You didn't disrespect him. You never talked about him. You never threw a shot. So I'm trying to see, like, did it really have anything to do with, what's the correlation? Did it have anything to do with you or the people that was
But that's what I'm saying.
with?
What I'm saying is, my thing is, it was never like I never blame or nothing like that. It was just more saying like the only thing I have with him is to say, like, son, you know how this game is. You've been in it eon years before me.
Facts.
So what I'm saying is, I don't know how the game is. You understand? So it's like, why not be like, yo, son, like I said, yo, look, they playing wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why just be like, nah, you know what? I ain't gonna talk to G Money. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't gonna talk to G Money. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, yo, like, such and such, just, oh, okay, like real stuff. Like,
I would love the. I mean,
I don't
obviously
understand.
crazy.
I don't understand the.
I would love to sit with Nas and ask him like what happened back then. You know what I'm saying? It has to be. It's something that's in between that's missing. It's a missing piece of the puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
He could have been mad at the people that were. You know what I'm saying? He could have been
Associated
mad at
with somebody.
Yeah,
Part
that's
of
why I
somebody
know.
camp or
But this is what
something.
I'm saying. Again, that's why.
But you're speaking like, oh no.
No,
Everything's like a
what I
riddle,
said,
man.
I said it's not.
I'm
Only
slow.
Thing,
So forgive me, my slow.
no, the only thing I'm saying is why not? If you know how
They
something,
funny move. Why don't come to you and
Come
put
to
you on?
direct-
yeah,
direct-
because to
Got
say
it.
like,
Right.
Respect.
you know what I mean?
Respect. I
Like that's what
respect
I
that.
mean. Like I don't have no like that's the God, that's the legend. Like
Facts. Yeah.
I like that's him. Like that's like him, Hove, and I'm like those are the legends. Like
Right.
I don't. My thing is more like if you the older God, then you supposed to
Put you on.
you're supposed to
Yeah,
teach the
I
younger
respect.
God.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Like
So who else did you have or not have issues with in the game? Because you saying nobody, it didn't bother you, but who else did you have issues with or not have issues with?
I mean, who did I have? It's
I
because
mean,
you
my
got.
man, my man put something here. I wanna go straight into it, but
Yeah. I
You know
want
what I'm
to
saying?
see what
you know, like Fabulous Hot 97 concert. You know what I'm saying? What happened? You know, he came at you on stage. You know what I'm saying? What happened? What transpired between you and Fab?
I mean, that was a Clue thing, really. That was really that was more Clue. That was a Clue thing where it was just like, it was just more of where Clue, because I was on the record, whatever, with Trav or something. You know what I'm saying? But, so Clue, like, nah, we not playing no vague records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Trav? What is he talking about?
no Trav. It was an artist, Trav.
Which Trav?
This is Trav from like,
Back in the days.
yeah.
Okay, so let's
Clue, no, I'm telling you, I'm giving you how you asking me.
your relationship with Clue, though. I want to start from there. Pardon me for cutting you off. Like,
yeah, I'm just telling. That's where it all came from.
oh, that's what.
So then, that's what I'm saying. So when Clue's like, yo, I'm not playing Ali Vegas record, and it was like, all right, cool. So he's like, until he apologized. So I did the apology.
So wait. What happened? First of all, who is Trav? Was Trav who? What's his name? Trav Mesquite? Or who's this guy?
What's Trav talking
For
about?
Desert Storm?
Nah,
No, he was with Desert Storm. What, like, from Brooklyn?
Yeah, Trav.
Appreciate you. You saying Trav, but I don't know.
Oh, I mean, yeah, because this is probably, you know what I mean.
Yeah. What he dissed Clue on the record or dissed Fab?
Yeah, I guess they had they rapport they was doing, you know what I mean, whatever, going back and forth, whatever. But we already had a record already. You know what I'm saying?
You and Trav.
Yeah, we already had a record already.
You're always in some situation because you want to record with somebody, not realizing what you're doing. Acting like, oh,
I'm gonna do a record. Like what? So you telling me? So right now you can have problems with other podcasts, right? And no, I'm just saying. In general,
leave me out of that.
no. I'm saying
verse
you
it,
can
don't
have
verse it,
that.
don't
No,
verse it.
you can have that. So I'm not supposed to just come do your show because you got. This what I'm saying. Like this ain't.
So Trav and Clue had business or
Whatever. Yeah.
Fab and Trav.
It was a Brooklyn thing.
Okay, respect. That's why I need my man here. And some Brooklyn joint.
Yeah, that was
And you was on a record with the Trav dude. Did he
Yeah.
diss Fab on the record at all?
I mean, I don't know.
You do know.
No, because it was more like because it was more like
Yo, G, get me, yo.
no, because I did my verse. I just went and did my verse.
Again, bro? No, okay.
Yo.
Cool.
Stressing me out, bro.
Don't go to court 2 times.
He's
that's
stressing
a lot.
me out.
That's a lot.
He know what he doing, talking to me, acting like he don't know. Oh, what's going on?
Yo, no, so I just did
doing rock at the glass.
I did my verse.
He went man through this.
How'd I get there?
I don't know who broke it. I don't know who broke it. Nah, so I just did. I mean, like, back then it was just like you go in the studio, do your verse. Like you know what I mean? Like I just did my verse, whatever. And after that, then it was like.
But do these situations get you upset because you're put in a position that you're not intentionally going into, or you intentionally? This is the question I have. Same thing with the moan shit. Same thing with everything. When things get out of hand like that, it has to. Not it has to be, but in my opinion, is it anything was like, I shouldn't have did that like that, or you feel like it is what it is? You really just have that it is what it is attitude?
Yeah, it was like more say like I'm not like me. I'm not gonna be like nah. I'm not gonna do that record. Like it was no, but like what I'm saying is like I'm like the player that's gonna be like, yeah, now I'm playing. It's no coach around me to save me from myself.
So you wouldn't care, like let's say if you didn't know Trav was dissing Fab or anybody, and if you knew,
Yeah, then
before,
I'll be like, yo, so I'll be like, I would just be like, what's the issue?
okay,
Got it.
I'll be like, what's the issue? Like with anybody, like even when even with the Vic joint, I'm like, yo, what's the issue? And then I'm just telling him like, yo, look, make sure all your, you know what I mean, make sure all your ducks is in order, because you know how they play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just telling him that it wasn't nothing like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's an issue, I try to resolve the issue between the two if I can.
But would you still do the record though?
I would do a different record.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the Vic record was just, that wasn't like, to me it wasn't a big deal.
Respect.
Because I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if it was something else, I'd be like, nah. Like if I knew like somebody coming, I'd be like, nah, let's do a different record.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like not, you know what I mean? Like just because like I don't have the knowledge to speak on it. So let's do a different record. That's what I would do.
So the homie did Fab, you on the record, Hot 97 concert. What does Fab say on stage? You just said don't rock. Like what happened?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
Nah, I don't pay attention to stuff.
Yeah, of course you did. So you don't pay attention, but he said something, and then Clue went and talked about it where? Where did Clue said you had to apologize?
Oh, that was on the radio. He said that on 107.
No, we're not playing Ali Vegas records, Vague records.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Did you apologize? Cause you said you apologized, but you was being sarcastic. You just made a diss record.
Yeah,
Going at who? All of them.
100%.
Was it Desert Storm?
Yeah, like what you want me to do?
On top too?
Nah, it wasn't them. It wasn't. I mean, because I knew them already. That's what I'm saying. Like I already knew them already.
New Web and them?
Yes, I already knew them already.
So they had nothing to do with nothing.
Nah, like I mean, it wasn't going at them. That was just he can't rhyme. So why like no, you can't rhyme. So yeah, I already know who, you know what I mean, who you gonna send, so send it. And here, that was it. Like
Did you ever see him? Oh, the apology. It's a diss. Oh, I see. See? There you go. Oh, get out of here. It's right here. Look. Oh, it look crazy. Look. Clue. So, did you ever see Fab at all after? Have you ever saw him and spoke to him?
we seen him, like we seen him a couple of times, like in Miami and all that. Like
You ever talked or nah?
nah.
What's wrong with people, man?
Black folks, man, you can't get right. You know what I'm saying? You can't get right.
You try to be like modest and cool, like yo.
No, I just said,
Like chill out. You hopped on a record with somebody got dissed, so you gotta take what come with it.
who? What do you mean? So what do you?
And then on top of that, I respect you getting that. What's his name for? I got whole dictionary stuff. This is crazy. I'm looking at the video. I respect that you stood on your square. Don't get it twisted. But then it's like the premise of it, like yo, I had nothing to do with it. Like why can't we acknowledge what we had nothing to do with? Like I had nothing to do with that. Yeah, and I respect what you say. Like I gotta stand on my square. I did it. You got no hair on your tongue. You talk about it. But at the same time, it's like yo, if it wasn't intentional, why not say yo, my bad for that, homie? Like that.
No,
wasn't
we did, but we
intentional.
had that. That's what I'm saying. Like me and Stack had that talk.
Not Stack. We're talking about you and Fab.
I mean, we ain't. It was nothing. What we gonna talk? We in the club. Like
Respect.
yeah, I sent them. I did the modest thing. I sent them bottles here. Drink up, be merry. It's nothing. Love is love. This is facts.
Who can verify this?
He's with me every trip. If Rasul was alive, rest his soul. I mean, Rasul Butler, rest his soul. He'd tell you. When they was performing in Miami, him and Neo, we sent them in. Sent them magnum bottles of champagne. Like, yo, son, it's nothing. Live.
Trying to be funny or?
No, Why everything gotta be funny?
Because didn't Drake send Chris Brown a note with bottles?
This is before then.
I know that. I'm just saying.
But this is when. That's what I'm saying. This is not in the funny era.
This
You know
is
what
the
I mean?
street era.
This is like, yo, son.
It's real. It's the real era.
Yeah, love is love.
Did they take the bottles?
Get right. I mean, yeah, here, drink. Love is love. Don't worry. Like, live. Like me, I don't like. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have problems with anybody. That's why I always tell people. If everybody, yo, baby, you got a problem with? No, ask them if they got. I don't have problems with anybody. I don't have problems with anybody. I'm telling you, I want everybody to succeed and live life, enjoy life. I don't have problems with anybody. That's why I always tell you, remove yourself